The Earth's climate has been changing for millions of years, but in the recent times, the change has been rapidly than ever before. This change is affecting not only humans but also insects, plants, and animals, and water sources. The effect of climate change on animals can be devastating. Rising the temperatures and unpredictable weather patterns are causing changes in the timing of migration and breeding seasons. Many animals rely on seasonal cues to survive, such as the migration of birds to find food and nesting sites. When these cues are disrupted, the survival of animals of many species is put at risk. Insects are critical for pollination, are also facing impact of climate change. Warmer temperatures, changes in the timing of blossoms, and many insects are now out of sync with the flowers they depend on. This has led to the decrease in the population of pollinators like bees, which could have disastrous consequences for food production. Climate change affects animals in various ways, such as altering their habitats, food sources, migration patterns, and a reproductive cycle. For example, polar bears are losing their habitat, causing them to swim longer distances to find weed, food, to exhaustion, which leads them to exhaust and death. Similarly, rising temperatures are affecting the breeding and feeding habitats of birds, which are disrupting ecosystems. Insects are vulnerable to climate change, particularly those that are adapted to specific temperatures and moisture. As the climate warms, insects' breeding, feeding, and migration patterns are changing, which can lead significantly once ecosystem disruptions. For example, leading to death of millions of acres of trees. Climate change is affecting plants by altering their growth patterns, blossom times, and geographical distribution. For example, temperatures are causing trees to bloom early, which can lead to disruption of pollination and pollinators and other ecological interactions. In addition, rising temperatures and changing precipitation patterns are making it harder for all plants and some to survive, particularly those in dry areas. Climate change is affecting water sources by altering precipitation patterns, melting glaciers, and increasing the frequency of extreme weather. As a result, water sources such as rivers, lakes, aquifers are becoming less reliable, and water shortage are now becoming more common. This affects not only human population but also plants, animals that depend on these water sources. Climate change is affecting animals, insects, plants, and sources of water in many ways, making them more vulnerable to ecological disruptions and extinction. It is essential to protect and take action to reduce greenhouse emissions and mitigate the effect of climate change to protect these vulnerable ecosystems. Plants are vulnerable to effects of climate change. Rising temperatures, droughts are causing image changes timing of growing seasons, leading to declining productivity. It can also have a domino effect on the food chain, affecting animals, insects that rely on these plants for food and shelter. Water sources such as lakes and rivers also affected by climate change, especially in the arid and semi-arid areas of East and Central Africa. Water temperatures are leading to increasing evaporation, which can cause water levels to drop. This can have a devastating impact on aquatic ecosystems like rare species of fish, affecting fish, amphibians, and other aquatic life. Overall, the vulnerability of animals, insects, plants, and water sources to climate change is a significant concern. Without action to address climate change, we risk losing important species and damaging our planet. delicate ecosystem, is critical that we balance. Let steps to mitigate the effect of climate change and protect the environment for future generations. You can take action. You can plant a tree. You can stop cutting a tree. You can reduce greenhouse gas emission. The change begins with you. The change is you.